Hello, everybody, and it's me again.
And me. And we have
And
a special guest.
that's me.
Yeah, we have Cruel Ninja Man here.
Yeah.
And since Ace said that he wants to start on fire,
I
we'll let
did
him
say I wanted to start on
we'll let
fire.
him start on fire with his number 5.
And my number 5 will surely start us all on fire with rage, because it's not technically supposed to be here, but I said, hey, what the heck, I think this thing deserves being on my top 5.
Okay.
And my number 5 is Moltres. Why? Why put a legendary on a top 5 list when I took a vow never to use a legendary? Well, that's because back when I had Fire Red, I was 7. I had just gotten a Moltres, and Snorlax eventually took all of its hits until it used Struggle and killed itself. Then I didn't know that I could just reset to the last save point and try and catch it again. And I just went and moped and said, I think I deserve to do something to myself because I killed off Moltres. So then I went and got into so many battles and killed off my Snorlax so many times because I felt he deserved it because he killed Moltres.
Is that a fat joke?
And so finally, I got over it and I took a vow never to use legendaries again. And so Moltres started it off.
So, it's on your
I
favorite because it made you never use legendaries?
Yes, Moltres is just. I feel he deserves to be on this list because I accidentally killed him, even though he killed himself with struggle because he didn't have anything else to do.
So it's like regret.
Yeah,
Okay, do you want to go
I'm
first?
I'm still feeling guilty from a very long time ago when I was 7, so I'm putting him on my list.
Okay, Cruel Ninja Man, do you want to go first or should I?
You've been second, but okay, I'll go second.
Okay.
Um, well, my number 5. I'm pretty old school. I was into it since I was like 3 years old, like when it first came out. So I'm gonna have to go with Charmander for my number 5. Because that was the first Pokemon I ever had. So, yeah, that's it.
Anything else?
Um, it looks like a little baby. It's all. It's got.
And it
It's.
dies when you put the fire on its tail out.
Yeah, so it can never go outside in the rain.
I didn't even know that, but.
Remember when you narrated Wordy's video about, like, his element? And then he exploded.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, my number 5 is a Pokemon that is from a game that I got not too long ago, and that's Typhlosion. Now, the reason I like Typhlosion is because, well, its name is Typhlosion.
All right.
It's like, I know it's not, but it sounds like a combination of typhoon and explosion. I don't know.
All right. I can dig it.
Shut up. And it's a giant killer porcupine hedgehog thing.
Actually, you are correct. It is Typhoon and Explosion.
Really?
Yeah,
Why would it be typhoon?
I don't know.
He just
The
wants
web
you to
the
feel good.
website says its name origin is Typhoon and Explosion.
Okay. So, and Cyndaquil was my second starter ever. Not that that's that important, but
It's very.
yeah, I know. And I just really like Typhlosion. Not much else I can say.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4.
My number 4 is something that's actually legitimate and should have been number 5, but obviously Moltres took that over.
It did?
My number 4
jerk.
is what?
Nothing.
My number 4 is
Diglett.
Chandelure.
It's what?
And what?
I
It's
said your
what?
number 4 is Diglett.
Mine
Okay.
is Chandelure. And more specifically the Chandelure line, because no fire type has ever matched creepiness as this thing has. It's a living chandelier.
It's a living Chandelure.
It's a living chandelier that basically hangs around and
How's it hanging?
yeah. I'm not entirely sure what to say about Chandelure other than that if you basically touch it, it dies. But it can pack a punch basically.
It burns up your soul inside of it.
Wait, so
True.
it'll punch you and it'll die?
No. And it's a unique type combo too.
Okay.
But what's very creepy about it is that when you get to Lampent apparently pretends to be a light post and when you're not looking, it follows you during the night and kidnaps you and burns your soul.
Interesting.
I don't want that to happen to me.
It's definitely one of the more creepier things. And
it's almost as creepy as Jinx.
Almost as creepy. Not as creepy.
Jinx
but
isn't
almost.
creepy.
She's sexy.
Yeah, she's like the corner girl.
Okay. Enough of that. Anyway, yeah, Chandelure is my number 4.
You didn't explain why you like Litwick.
Litwick?
You said the whole line.
Oh. Litwick is...
You could just say, I don't like Litwick.
It's a candle with a very awkward-looking smile.
It looks like a marshmallow.
And it also has that little emo-looking haircut to go with it.
A candle has a haircut.
Yeah, if you look at it, part of its wax is dripping, so it covers its eye, so only one eye is showing, so it makes him look emo, and it even furthers the creepiness with that weird smile on its face.
Do I have to add in the Joker again?
I know,
No,
that's what I was just thinking.
You don't have to add the Joker. That's okay.
I'm going to anyway. Right here.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Alright.
Okay.
He's gonna be right there.
Okay.
Sounds good. Alright, Cruel, why don't you tell your number 4, even though I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Okay. So my number 4, it's a toughie, but it's gonna have to be Charmeleon. Why? Because it was pretty much my first evolved Pokemon. And it looks cool. And
What?
And I'm done.
Okay. Well, it's kind of hard to follow up that, but I'm gonna try.
Oh yeah.
Apparently its ability is either Blaze or Solar Power.
Yeah. Everybody
my-
loves Solar Power's Charizard.
My guy's ability is to be ugly.
Okay. So,
Thought you said it looks cool.
my number 4 is Magmortar. Now, the reason I like Magmortar is because, just like Tangrowth, I used Magmortar in my Sunny Day team that I put on YouTube, and it worked really well. It was a Scarf Magmortar. And Magmortar is like Blastoise in the fact that it has weapons. Its hands are literally 2 mortar cannons that launch flaming goodness at everybody. The only thing I don't like about him is his derpy looking face.
Debatable.
You don't even know what he looks like.
I know.
So, and he has a very good move pool. He can learn Psychic and Focus Blast and now my dog is barking. Hyper Beam. Like, lots of stuff can learn Hyper Beam, though.
He has
So, yeah.
Clear Smog.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Oh, wait, I thought you meant White Smoke, the ability. Wow, fail.
No, Clear Smog.
Why would
at
you
level
give that to a
19.
fire type, though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just looking at this website, and I'm going to make one comment
My
for everyone.
sister's singing again.
Yay.
You can't hear it, so
That's
it's
fine.
fine.
Okay, let's just go to your number 3.
Alright, my number 3, if I'm correct, is Talonflame.
Mm.
Why? I don't know anything about Talonflame other than it's the 1687th. Or wait, no, 1688 Pokemon to ever exist.
No, it's not. It's not the 1600th. I think you mean 600th.
It clearly says 1600.
No, it's not.
1688.
I think that's a
Basically.
typo.
It might be a typo because
It probably
I'm
is.
pretty sure there's not 1600 Pokemon in existence.
Not yet. Those freaking they'll congest in one continent.
Generation 28.
Yeah.
Anyway, Talonflame is pretty awesome because it is got a very unique type combo, which is fire and flying. And since I vowed never to use legendaries, this thing is going to be awesome because I've always wanted a fire and flying type, but the only ones around are legendaries.
Charizard.
So I don't like Charizard.
Whoa, what?
I'm not a fan of Charizard.
Dude,
Talonflame, on the other hand, is going to be awesome, even though I have a feeling that once the Gen 6 comes out, it's going to hit Uber like crazy when people are using it.
I doubt it. You know what would be awesome though?
What?
What's that ability? It's Reckless, like Staraptor. Reckless with Flare Blitz and Brave Bird.
That would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
However, since I can't find any actual stats on it, I guess I'll mention its height and weight. Its height is 1.91 meters, and it's 24.5 kilograms. So, yeah, I don't have anything else on it. There's nothing.
Okay,
Because-
cruel ninja woman, I mean man.
oh gosh.
Stop trying to ruin my commentary.
was
It's not very
making-
nice.
He's making fun of me in the process.
I'm sorry. I'll go slam my face into a door. I'll
Go.
be right back.
You'll be like Squidward in that one episode. Is it my turn?
Did you hear that?
Yes, I believe it is your turn, Cruel.
Yay. Okay, so if you know the route I'm going, you guessed it. What's my next one? It's Moltres. Oh,
What the heck
oh
is
gosh.
Moltres?
You didn't expect that one. Oh,
What's Moltres?
Moltres. Okay. It's Moltres. So I picked this my top three. Or my third. Same thing. It's my third because if you've ever watched Pokemon 2000, he was like flying around with some other birds, and I thought it was freaking awesome.
Some other birds.
Yeah,
Let's
like
just not mention them. They're not as important.
I'll probably find them some other day, but today's not their day. It's Moltres' day. So you're number 3, Moltres,
Okay. Well,
and it can fly.
Tell me, can you even mention its Japanese name?
No.
Oh, okay. It's Faya.
Fire.
Whatever FAI translates into, and then ya.
Fee?
Fire.
Faya.
Maybe it's Fee.
Faya.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So is
I
it
don't
my
know
turn?
how to pronounce FAI.
Is it my turn now?
I believe it is your turn.
Okay. My number 5...
3.
Derp. Okay, my number 3 is Infernape. Now, the reason I like Infernape more than any other firefighting starter is because, I don't know, I just do. Emboar is really slow, and Blaziken's pretty cool, but I like Infernape better. I don't know, I watched the anime a lot during 4th gen, and Ash had a Chimchar, and watching its progress to Infernape was just pretty awesome. It started out as weak and insignificant, and then it became awesome and just murdered things. Not literally, we don't murder in Pokemon.
Yeah, they only like faint.
Mm-hmm.
They only
But
faint.
Infernape is really cool,
They get a concussion.
in my opinion.
Alright. Alright. I don't even
And
know what Pokemon you're talking about.
It's
But...
a monkey. That's on fire.
Does it have like 3 tails or something?
No.
There are 3 hands on its tail.
No, that would be
So-
like Apom and Ambipom.
Alright.
okay, let's just leave this awkward conversation and go to my number 2.
Yay!
Oh god, I'm having trouble not laughing right now. Anyway, it is Torkoal, because
Torkoal!
was that necessary?
Yes. Hey, I've used a Torkoal competitively.
It was rhetorical.
You're a
Oh
Torkoal.
gosh.
Now we're making bad puns.
Anyway, Torkoal is an awesome because
He's an awesome.
it's an awesome turtle thing because
It's a tortoise.
It's you wouldn't expect a fire type to be so defensive because fire is normally really offensive. But Torkoal pretty much covers everything. It's very defensive. Its offense isn't that bad actually. The only thing bad with it is speed, but who cares about speed, right?
It's a freaking tortoise.
That's why I used it in a Trick Room team.
My question is why is all the tortoises in this game like beefy? I mean,
Beefy?
yes.
What do you mean by
Squirtle isn't beefy.
That's because he's derpy. He makes up for it, and that's a turtle. That's not a tortoise.
Why is he called Blastoise? Like tortoise. I mean tortle. I mean tortoise. I don't know. I can't talk. Tortoise. It's a tortoise.
Because in that one he's beefy when he's in.
So that's the reason that he's not a tortoise.
Yes, because when he's young he's derpy, and when he's old he's like, I'm gonna wrap some people up.
And anyway, I remember this is actually the reason why I put it on here. I was going to completely ignore Torkoal because I had a bunch of other stuff I wanted to put on, but then I thought, why is this list supposed to be fun? Or why is this list supposed to be so serious? Why don't I make it fun?
Okay,
And then
okay, more
and then I
Joker
got-
references. Why so serious? Right here.
Why so serious?
Dang it, Batman, why'd you have to make the Dark Knight?
Anyway, I remember in fact, the other day I was fighting a Torkoal with my Altaria. I had Dragon Dance all the way up, Cotton Yard all the way up. Then I used Earthquake, but for some reason this Torkoal had nothing. It did not have Reflect. It did not have any defense raising moves on it, and I literally did about 1/16 of its health.
Cotton Guard, Dragon Dance, Earthquake. What kind of Altaria set is that?
I don't know.
It's a very fun set.
Okay. I hope you have a Dragon type move.
I do. Dragon Claw.
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay.
Anyway, Torkoal pretty much it can take a hit, basically.
Because it's a tortoise and it's beefy.
It's very beefy. And it says here, anyone who touches its shell basically gets disintegrated because it's so hot.
But it's touching its own shell.
I'm so hot too. Okay. Why don't you just go on to yours now, Cruel Ninja Man?
Yay! Okay, so my number 2, I'd have to say it's Entei because I really like that masculine mustache and his waving hair in the wind when he runs, because in one of the Pokemon movies he's like and then
That was the third one.
I don't even remember. I've only got 2 of them and I watched them both, so I
hope
got
so.
it, didn't watch them. But he's my second because he was He's my very first legendary I freaking was like spending hours upon just trying to look for in the same grass place.
Okay.
And he was in a different one. So that's why he's my number 2, because I couldn't find him right away.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my number 2 is probably a lot of people's number 1, but I don't like it that much. But my number 2 is Charizard.
Yep, knew it. Yep,
Shut up. Now, the reason I like Charizard is because until recently, I didn't really like it, but then Stop interrupting me.
Sorry.
Until recently, though, I figured out that its move pool is very, very diverse, and you don't have to use it the same way everybody else does.
You mean Rhizodon?
What?
It's Rhizodon, not Charizard.
We're
No,
English.
we don't need to know Japanese.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because
Okay.
I think our Japanese viewers need to know this.
None of us are Japanese.
But we have some Japanese viewers.
Oh.
I'm Japanese once removed on my mother's side. Just kidding.
I'm American.
I like turtles.
Alright.
I'm American, so I don't care about other world cultures.
No, I do. I didn't say I was redneck.
Okay, but anyway,
No.
Charizard has a pretty unique type combination, and I'm just gonna...
God, that reminds me of this funny thing. I found this dictionary on Wikipedia, and the first thing on there is what is the definition of American, and the thing that pops up is an American, someone who sits in home and cares not about world problems.
Sounds
Okay,
about right.
you're
That's the
number
average
2.
American.
You're number 1, Ace.
My number 1?
Yep.
Okay. My number 1 is, again, sort of kind of going against my code because I don't like putting starters on this list, but I simply had to. And that is Fennekin. Why did you just laugh at that?
Who? Me?
Grant just laughed at me for some reason.
I was sneezing.
Oh. I thought you were laughing at me because I chose Fennekin.
No,
I was gonna say at least it isn't Throky.
Yeah, I like Chessman, though.
Fennekin is your average desert fox, and there is still nothing about him because he hasn't actually been released yet. All we know is that he's a fire starter type from Generation 6, and he's not even a meter tall.
And he's
But
a fire fox, just like Vulpix.
Yeah.
Mozilla
Also,
Fox.
I have high hopes that he might just be... What was that?
That's my chair. It's rickety.
We're
Go
really
on.
off topic this video.
Yes, we are.
It's strictly Pokemon here. You guys are just like, oh, Batman quotes.
The Tellies to stop making it so easy.
I know. Quit it, Blake. Just make it more Pokemon.
Anyway, Fennekin, I think I have high hopes for it. Once it's Stage 3 comes out, it will be a fire and ground type, which would be very interesting to see because Fennekin is a desert fox, so...
It's gonna get boxing gloves and turn into a firefighting.
Yeah.
uh,
It's gonna be like Mike Tyson.
I think Game Freak has taken the hint that we don't want any more firefighting.
They could call it Fennefighter.
No. Just no. I think it's going to be fire and ground because desert sort of mixes with ground.
You know what I don't get? Why they've never made like a fireman, because they could have a firefighter.
That'd be a water type.
No, it wouldn't.
It would fight fire. Would it do fight fire with fire?
Yeah, it could
because
use
that just
water
makes
gun.
fire bigger.
It could use water gun. For
Oh,
some
fire.
reason.
What?
A fire type and a water type.
Just stop getting off topic. What's awesome about Fennekin though is that in its name, it represents Fennec, which is a species of fox, and kin, which is friendship. And so maybe he's going to be one of those really loyal things. And I just love something who'll go to the end.
you.
I love you.
Alright.
I just love things who will do everything to be completely loyal to their master. So,
Right.
Renkin, basically.
Alright.
Right.
My turn.
Why don't you go?
Okay. You probably already know what's my number one because I'm staying old school. So, my number one would have to be
Embor.
Charizard. I bet you didn't guess it. Okay. Well, why is my number one?
Told you it was a lot of people's number one.
Yeah, but I mean, this was my very first Pokemon that evolved all the way. So, have some respect.
Wait, you didn't get like a Butterfree or anything?
I ignored them.
Didn't you get like a Pidgey?
They're ugly.
So wait, the only thing that you used throughout the entire game was Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard.
Yes, I got 3 Game Boys, and I made them trade with each other, so I had a full pack of Charizards.
Holy crap.
Actually,
I'm not even kidding.
spoilers alert, I made an entire team of Charizards that I'm going to use on Battle Revolution.
That's actually what I pretty much did because we were like Game Boyers or whatever.
Yeah,
So-
back when I used to sneak my Game Boy into school and trade with people, battle with people under the desk,
Yeah.
and make sure the teacher didn't see us.
It was like the black market of school.
It was
Exactly.
Pokemon
It started.
Red.
Trade you a Charizard for your Snorlax.
Yeah, it started with Pokemon cards, and the school banned those. So then, once everyone got not a DS, Game Boy, we all brought our Game Boys in and started playing them, and they couldn't ban the Game Boys for some reason.
I didn't.
So,
I did.
I didn't own a Game Boy. My parents
did.
wouldn't let me.
but here's the DS, Grant.
No.
But,
No, it's a 3DS.
oh gosh, can't forget the 3. But, it's my number one because it also has flying. And now it's like my first flying Pokemon, surprisingly. And, I about pooped my pants after I seen that you could like teleport across the map.
But
Like-
Charizard couldn't learn fly back then, could it?
No. But I did in the current gen. I'm like, ooh, Charizard can fly. Okay, and that's my top 5.
If you look closely, he's actually making all of this up.
Yeah.
I kind of guessed that.
I kind of lost my Pokemon touch, so
You touch Pokemon.
I used to.
Okay. Well, speaking of Pokemon
I was 3.
that you could touch and they'd be fluffy, my number one is Arcanine. Now, the reason I like Arcanine so much is very similar to the reason that I like Kingdra. Its stats are very well balanced.
And it's ugly.
You're ugly.
Yeah. They put
It's
me on
another
somebody else's
fire
list.
dog, just like Cruel Ninja Man's Entei. Except,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Except
not a
yours-
legendary, even though
yours-
it's known as the legendary Pokemon.
Yours doesn't have hair that drifts in the wind with a
Yeah,
masculine
it actually
mustache.
does. Well, it has
How
hair
about-
that drifts in the wind.
Where's the masculine mustache, though?
Shut up.
Didn't think so.
Yes, let's just remember who actually put you on the road to liking Arcanine.
Yeah.
Not me.
But I like it. And it looks like a combination of like a tiger and a dog.
If anyone didn't know, though, he was going to use a Houndoom. But then I came in and said, I really don't want this Arcanine anymore. You can have it. And then he started breeding it, and then he started liking it after he breeded it about 100 times.
And then I got my Houndoom back.
Debatable. Just kidding.
Anyway, had I not been so generous as to give him an Arcanine, he probably wouldn't have realized his potential so soon.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Ace.
You're welcome.
So, comment and subscribe and make Batman references.
Yeah.
So, our next type will most likely be electric, unless anybody objects to that.
Boogie woogie woogie.
Yeah.
It's electric.
Okay. Well, bye.
Bye.